I'm Vanessa Kanbi, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the time that I met Barrack Obama in Ghana. This is a very surreal story, something that I probably never would have thought would have happened, especially in Ghana, especially when I was 17 years old. But it happened, and because I make predominantly videos about Ghana on this channel, I thought I would bring the story to you, and also just so that I can remind myself and have this as like a timestamp, as well as my Facebook archives to remind me of this incredible moment. And so I was in Ghana for the summer of 2009. I think I was there for about a month. And in that time, I was modeling for the Ghana Fashion Week. Because of the way things happen in Accra and Ghana, everyone kind of like, a lot of people know each other, and somebody just asked me, do I want to get involved in Ghana Fashion Week? It was on the TV and I said yes. Kind of forgot about this until I was looking through my Facebook photos. But yeah, so I was involved in that. And I don't think I was feeling too well this day. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go outside, get a breath of fresh air and sit down. Also, it's mad how just like the way things work. If I hadn't gone outside to get a breath of fresh air, I would have never met Obama. Anyway, everything happens for a reason. So I went outside to get a breath of fresh air and have a drink. And I sat down in this shady area, and there was a guy sitting there as well. He was American, and so I was like, oh, what are you doing here? You know, like, obviously we're in Ghana. And I just thought maybe you're here on holiday or whatever. And he said, I'm one of Barack Obama's head security. I was like, what? I think first of all, I probably didn't really believe him, because what's the chances? You know, you're sitting outside a venue that is doing Ghana Fashion Week and you happen to bump into one of Barack Obama's head security guys. All right, so what's your role? And he went into it, and basically he'd come ahead of Obama coming to Ghana to like scope out areas, see if they were safe, you know, that sort of thing, I guess. I don't know, you know, checking that it's safe for when he comes, where they're going to go, and making a plan for the security and stuff. I was like, wow, that's so cool. But then I was like, how am I going to figure this out if you're telling the truth or not? So we exchanged numbers, and I was like, I want to meet Obama when he comes. Is that, like, are you going to be able to do that, you know, if you're a head security guy? And he was like, yeah, sure, like, that's totally fine. He's got this kind of event for some people that are going to be invited when he comes. And he's going to be there with John Atta Mills. Like, do you want to come to that? You can bring one person. Of course, I said yes. And so from then on, I asked my friend Clarissa, like, do you want to come with me? And she was obviously like, yeah. And so we went along to this event, and it was so cool because not only was it Barack Obama, it was Michelle Obama, it was Melina, and it was Sacha. And also the president of Ghana at the time, John Atta Mills. May he rest in peace, because sadly he actually passed away in office. But they did a speech to not even that many people. There probably was like, I don't know, 50 to 100 people there. I don't know how people ordinarily got invited other than bumping into somebody outside a fashion show. And what was also mad about it was that it was also in front of the Air Force One. The Air Force One was there, which I just found that amazing. I don't know why, but I think because I'd heard so much about it, how it's like completely like secure, you know, like bulletproof and all this stuff, and I was like, wow, that's right there. And obviously that's what they travel on, and I can just only imagine what it looks like inside. I might actually try and see if I can find some pictures of it. So when we were there, I saw the guy, this same guy that I'd met, that had obviously given us access. He'd written us on the guest list, we'd got our passes and everything, and we got into this event. I saw him, and he was literally right up there with Obama. Can you believe this? It's just mad, you know. When we were there, Obama gave this speech. I actually didn't really remember what he said, but I managed to find it online, and there's actually a video of the speech, and the speech is amazing. Do you know what's so incredible about this as well? Is that Obama chose to come to Ghana out of any African country because it was meant to be, I think it was like, because it's the safest and it was economically booming at the time. And in his speech, he actually says, Ghana has proven, I think, to be a model for Africa in terms of its democratic practices. And I feel like that just says a lot for Ghana as a place. And even now that we're seeing so many people moving to Ghana, also traveling to Ghana as a tourist destination, it shows that this has obviously been going on for years. This was in 2009 that he came. We're now obviously in 2020. And so, you know, even the president or the ex-president of America foresaw this coming, and how great Ghana is as a country, basically, like to toot their horn, as you can see. He also said, in addition, Ghana has become a wonderful success story economically on the continent, in part because of the initiatives of President Mills. You've seen high growth rates over the last several years. Food productivity and food security is up. He opened his speech by saying, I've come here to Ghana for a simple reason. The 21st century will be shaped by what happens not just in Rome or Moscow or Washington, but by what happens in Accra as well.
I've come here to Ghana for a simple reason. The 21st century will be shaped by what happens not just in Rome or Moscow or Washington, but by what happens in Accra as well. Africa's future is up to Africans. The people of Africa are ready to claim that future. And here is what you must know. The world will be what you make of it. You have the power to hold your leaders accountable and to build institutions that serve the people. You can serve in your communities and harness your energy and education to create new wealth and build new connections to the world.
And it was really an incredible moment to see that speech in front of my eyes. My memory's obviously not the greatest, so I didn't remember it word for word, but that will have had an impact and really inspired me for the love of Ghana, but also to continue on, you know, in life. It's just an inspirational moment, isn't it? So another article says, Barrack Obama arrives in Ghana on first African trip. In his first trip to sub-Saharan Africa since taking office, President Barrack Obama is seeking to lift up the continent of his ancestors. And actually another thing about this is the fact that Obama is obviously half Kenyan, yet he chose to come to Ghana as his first sub-Saharan African country to visit whilst the President of the United States of America. And I remember at the time, a lot of people were talking about that and actually how great it was for Ghana on the international stage to be put in such a great light by Barrack Obama. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really just wanted to share that story with you. And I just love the fact that people in positions of power, like this security guy that I bumped into, he didn't have to give me access to see Obama arrive, but obviously he probably saw my excitement and was like, yeah, why not? Let's just, you know, make this girl happy for a day. And that you can open doors for people, you can inspire people if you want to. Like, if you are in a position of power, it could be even like just something small, you know, like putting somebody up for things, you know, giving somebody advice. People have the opportunity to enlighten other people's lives and like give joy, and people do that. And basically what I'm trying to say is, you know, I think it's great when people are really kind to one another, and also when you have the option to do something, doing it for somebody else, because it can actually have an impact on their life. And yeah, that's the sort of like morale and thing that I go on. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing to my channel, it really helps me to grow my channel, but also to continue making videos like this one. And I have a whole playlist on Ghana. I also have a playlist called West African Wave, where I'm interviewing people within West Africa and in the diaspora that are doing amazing things. So thank you so much, and see you soon.